It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we'll see who rules the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Cards and the Seahawks on Thursday night primetime.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
America, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
2nd and 3. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
But not the graphic that this fan base wants to see week 1, Charles. They were hoping to see key acquisitions, some bright spots. Instead, we're talking about injuries, preseason injuries that have guys missing here in this one.
And even in today's football, where everyone does their best to try and have their starters ready for week 1, guys still have to practice. They still have to train, and injuries do crop up. You're exactly right about that, though, Brandon. None of the people supporting this team wanted to see that graphic on the screen at the start of this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Graves. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jamison Williams.
76 yards.
And the Seahawks are on the board here first in the season opener. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story. And wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have that bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problems with it. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They begin with Henry. And he's got room. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Derrick Henry, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. So if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On play action, they'll throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, fingers crossed here. First quarter of the new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Graves. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
21-3 is your score after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running left, it's Henry.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 139 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Henry up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 155 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. On second down, here's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got this complete to Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 36. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? The quick slant caught. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He finds his man, complete. That's Graves.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles, as that promises to be a tight one. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And then on Sunday night, the national audience in for a treat. They've got a good one lined up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals, and they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And the busy night for Henry continues.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Graves. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
back to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Again to Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. Boy, 199 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now back to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bates. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 22. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards all to return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bush. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Henry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bush. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and they'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throw left side complete. That's Bates. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prole spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Back to throw again.
He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
He's got this complete to Robinson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Wan'Dale Robinson, 29 yards. And the Cards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle they go. It's Zimmerman.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Zimmerman.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. He'll drop to throw. Left side is Brown.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
There's Trimble, the tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Henry. And some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
241 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.